Right, okay, so just a quick good afternoon. We're doing a quick rundown and preview, or not preview, but review of a new playout system by Radio Station Solutions. It's called PlayoutONE. We're just going to boot it up, and you'll see that it comes in a quite modular system. We've got a movable playlist, we've got our 4 carts at the bottom, and we've got our menu bar at the top with the clocks and everything else. Straight off, we'll go into just a quick look at the basic menu across the top left hand side. So we go into the audio menu, and you can see here we already have songs selected, but we can go in and just click in the plus sign. We can go in and find a particular song, and we'll just pick, there we go. If I ain't got you, Alicia Keys, it'll load up and it'll bring us up a waveform. We can set the intro and outro. Apologise if the audio is not massively good. It's just a video, so I'm not really too fussed about that side of it so much. If I ain't got you with me, baby. So we'll take that back just a touch to there. Let's see what. And then you normally save. As this is already in the file, I'm not going to save it at this point. You can do multiples, going in and selecting, and obviously pressing your shift key will allow you to select multiples and click open. We'll open those files. Go along to the playlist icon. It brings up this playlist window here. So if I close this off now, you'll see that the desktop shows. We click playlist and it appears again back where you last had it. From here, you'll have all your preloaded tracks for the next hour, 2 hours, whatever you have chosen for your particular period. We've got, in fact, actually, let's put the modular stuff back roughly where it comes so that you can just understand how the layout is. So there we go, that'll do for the moment. So we've got the audio that we've got available to us and the playlist as well. We've got the auto DJ function as well, which from here you can create all the item or the playlists and everything else, the scheduling side of things. So I've got a couple that are already set. These are the scheduler type rules. So if we go to test, we can see that I've told the system to pick a couple of tracks from the current top 40 section, a sweeper, a couple of 80s, another sweeper, a couple of 90s, a sweeper, a couple of top 40, and so on throughout the hour. Clicking on this little generate playlist icon will then ask you if you want to reset the playlist cache. So if you want it to forget what it's done previously and the rules that it's done previously, then click yes. If you want it to remember that and not repeat any tracks that it's already played, then you want to click no. So we click yes, and it produces a list of songs. You can have a look through your playlist. You can see the differences between the different items with regards to the colouring. We can see that sweepers that are over sweeps, in other words, they'll go over the intro of a track, are yellow. Sweepers that are not over sweeps are blue. And then we've got the songs in between, which are that pinky colour. And then the unique ID relating to each of the particular tracks as well. To get this into your playlist window over here, you've got a little play button here. And it says add playlist to the end of main playlist. So if you've got nothing in it, it'll fill it. If you've got something in it, it'll add it. It'll append it to the end. And there you go. You can see it appear in there. So from there, and it is as simple as you click play and it'll put the first track in the playlist into your left-hand deck, and you click play on that particular track. We'll turn that down a little bit, and as you can see, Hideaway Kesha is the I think is it pronounced Kesha? I don't know, not relevant. You'll see that it's clicked to say as a link here, so it'll play through. It's on a chain, as they call it on PlayoutONE. It'll play through until you tell it to stop. So if I was to take that tick out on the 2 tracks, when we got to the end, we'll skip it through. You can use this as your track seek, of course, and you'll see the reaction that we get without the chain function activated. Your Stolen Dance Milky Chance comes up. That was because the chain button was on the sweeper on this track and the sweeper, not Kesha, because Kesha was already in the player, of course. So we'll move it to the end. What we should get is a stop at the end of this. And there we go. See, the extra was hit and nothing's happened. So that's the reaction you get when the chain icon isn't selected.
You're listening to Stu Ritchie.
And again, dead stop. So the rest of them have got chains. So we'll hit this. And as it plays, you can see the link icon, the chain icon is there. And this should go straight into share. There we go. You can hear it kicking in. So that's the basics of it.
Did you let him on the air? Well, the station manager did. Stu Ritchie on your
You can, of
wireless.
course, click the little link icons there to stop the flow of the playlist at any point. So that will still allow that to happen. From there, we've got our category manager. So you can go in and you can add your own categories, your noughties. I've got now albums in here because I've got a selection of them as a backup for when I was messing around and playing with this. Promos, remixes, middle of the road, 80s, whatever you want the category manager to be. And then you've got your type manager. So you've got your adverts, your commands, your jingles, your songs, your sweepers and voices. You can set what volume they are, what rotation process they get, what rotation on the title as well. So how many minutes between a artist being played again or that particular song title being played again. So you can set that all to be exactly how you want it to be. Obviously, you can add more types if there's stuff that you don't use in here that you want to add into there. You can do that. That's not a problem at all. Command Manager, this is a very advanced way of almost coding the system to do what you want it to do. If you go onto PlayoutONE's website, they go into a little bit of detail with regards to the markers that are available, the stream loads, the dump fades and everything else, with being able to hit your timing and everything else. It's quite a good functionality, that. And then you've got your quick keys, which you can drag and drop, I believe. I have not tried this, so we'll do this. Well, there we go. And from there, you've got your quick cart straight into the player. And there we go. And obviously, you can do this with anything you want. So when you're looking in your audio manager, you can filter by your by your type, by your categories. You can filter by your type as well. So we'll just quickly take everything out of there. So when I close that screen, there we go. We've just got sweepers. So if I drop that into there.
Would you let him on the air? Well, the station manager did. Stu Ritchie on your wireless.
So it's a brilliant little quick cart facility. This whole system obviously does work on multi-screens. So because of it being modular, you can move it to wherever you want within the whole system. From there as well, you've got your settings for your processing. You can set that however you want. You've got your EQ settings and everything else as well. This is for you to set yourself. It's your choice. It's your preferences. There's no presets. There's no guidance on that. That is for you to choose yourself. And then, of course, we go into the settings side of things where you can deal with where all your data is stored, where your audio, your playlists are stored. You can activate Auto DJ automatically. Your thresholds for your silence finds and the intros and outros, the auto find on the intro and outros. The billboard is not something I've had any involvement in, I have to be honest with you. The colours are just the basic colours across the top of the screen. Your commands and your voice tracking side of things, the voice tracking is brilliant on this software. I have to be honest, we'll touch on that in a second. Creating a backup of the software of the database basically could be auto-scheduled. The hardware as to what you're using, you can use ASIO. On this occasion, we are just using Windows Media Audio. We're not playing with ASIO at this moment in time. And then you've got a monitoring facility as well. So we'll just quickly go back to the voice tracking side of things. So say, for example, we want to go from Enjoy the Silence to Wild Boys. What we can do is we can double click on the track and it'll bring up the seg. So you can basically have a little play with the way the seg is. So as you can see, you can move everything around. You can judge where you want it to be. I'm not going to save it. That was just to obviously show you what can be done, but you can save that, and that will then allow you to do that. We've got voice tracking activated, so let's just Oh no, I'm doing it the wrong way. I do apologise. The voice tracking is at the bottom here. So what we do is we click the record button first.
Let's get this show on the road. Well,
plays the end of the jingle.
Show loosely. It's Stu Ritchie on your radio.
And then if it was set up correctly, you'd see the audio recording your voice in this middle section here. And then when you're ready to start playing the next song, it'll play it. You can carry on talking. It's still recording all your voice until you press it on the third button, which is there. And then it saves it. And there you go. There you've got your voice tracked audio, which you can listen back to through the system. You can preview it with the little preview icon up there. As I said, this is a very basic review, a very basic overlook of the setup at the moment, and it is a fantastic little system. If you're looking for a home enthusiast radio system, it's well worth the money. It's £149 on their website at the moment. Get over to the guys there. The support side is very good as well. So if you have a problem, do email them, and they will give you the support you need and try and get any problems resolved. But there you go. That's my quick overview. Just about 12 minutes worth of PlayoutONE. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to try and answer some of them for you.